Did he write for Bleek?
Yeah, did he write for Bleek?
Yeah, man. Of course. Jay helped Bleek out on a lot of shit.
I kind of knew that though.
I mean, you can hear it. You dudes don't get it. Come with it. Fifth load of a slugs. The rest in your fitted.
That be him. Right, be him.
Just pay attention.
Yeah.
He always cheated for Bleek.
He said cheated.
He had to cheat for Bleek, especially if us three was on record together. Because if I ain't right there with Jay, too far behind him, come on, man. Bleek wouldn't have stood a chance. That's my brother.
Nah, Beans was nice, though.
Bleek, no. Wiz doing a Dynasty album, and every record that we all supposed to got on, it always was this me and Jay on the verse. And then one day I came in the studio, let's just say it was 5 records that was me and Jay, and Bleek was supposed to be on them. And he wasn't on none of them, like for weeks. And one day I come to the studio and Bleek on 4 records. Damn, when he do them? So I wasn't there, so I don't know how they sessions went. But I know he had a little assistance. He got Holly you.
Now I've heard that rumor for years that Jay-Z used to write some of Bleek's lyrics. And I mean, naturally, Bleek is Jay's man and vice versa. You feel me? Like they grew up together. And I wouldn't say like that's Jay-Z little man because he's his own man. But you know, Jay-Z has always been in his corner, a loyal friend. Now I have heard stories about Bleek not really going to the studio like he was supposed to, kind of having to drag him to the studio. And I think just by proximity of him, Jay-Z, the whole Roc-A-Fella, it was kind of like set up for him to be the next Jay-Z, the new and improved Jay-Z. Just like on how it was in Reasonable Doubt when he was kind of passing him the torch. You feel me? But I don't think Bleek ever had the hunger for it. You know what I mean? He had the structure, he had the label, he had the support. I mean, literally got Jay-Z in your corner. You feel me? But I just don't think he had the undenying love for it to really like go hard at it. Now, back in the 90s, I was completely oblivious to how much Jay-Z was writing for other people. You feel me? Like, it wasn't not too long ago that I found out that Jay-Z wrote, was it Still Dre with him and Snoop? He wrote that. And then when you go listen to it, you be like, damn, that do sound like a Jay-Z verse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I didn't know he was doing that much writing for people. But I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with your label. You're supposed to push your people ahead. And, you know, in Bean's defense, that can be kind of messed up because it's like trying to keep up with dude, but you got Jay-Z writing his lyrics. Now I gotta come hard on my records, and it's just like.
But how you feel about the people that push that narrative and say that Jay held you back? Because I know you personally, you don't believe it, but break that down to the people. Why you don't believe that?
I mean, because you I don't know. The person that I am, I don't think one man could destroy another man's life. It's ultimately in your own decisions. You know, I had a lot of issues. Like I said, legal issues at the time. And, you know, my mind wasn't where I'm at now today. So if that's true, because I heard that, I actually seen a interview, what's his name? That's my man too. Comedian, T. Kirkland.
Yeah, TK Kirkland. He made him come on my platform.
Oh, he was doing an interview with you. He said on your.
What happened was on Roc-A-Fella, I felt that Jay-Z, Beanie Sigel was the shit.
Yeah, he was fired.
And they would only let Beanie Sigel only sell so many records. This came from an executive at Roc-A-Fella, because I knew everybody. And they would only let Benny sell so many records.
That don't make no sense though.
And that was it. And they wouldn't push it no more. But Benny, they would you couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z on Jay-Z's label. If that makes any sense. They wasn't gonna push you to that you couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z.
I disagree with that. If I'm running a label, right, why wouldn't I want my artists to be more successful than me? You feel me? Like at the end of the day, if I'm the head of a label, I want you to be successful because the more successful you are, the more successful I am. You understand what I'm saying? And I just don't see. I don't see that making sense.
You couldn't sell more records than Jay-Z.
Kanye West, for instance. Kanye sold more
But
than
all
Jay-Z.
you had to do was listen to Beanie Sigel.
He was on Roc-A-Fella.
And Beanie Sigel was, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said that. That was the first of me actually hearing that. Like, oh shit. Like, I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like, I was always close, and I'm always thought like, damn, if a kid, back then it was physical copies.
Right.
So if you had $20, $20 that you saved up and you was gonna buy an album and it's under the same house, Roc-A-Fella, between Jay and Beanie Sigel, you won't, 9 times out of 10 you won't buy the Jay-Z album. I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top of me. And it was like, damn, like to have in-house competition at that magnitude was crazy. Jay already the boss, but I always thought that, like, let me breathe. But to maliciously plot to hold me back.
I don't see him doing that. That don't make no sense.
That
don't make no sense. I don't see why he would do that.
I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. I mean, but like I said, Dame would know better than me.
Why you say that?
Because he part of making them executive decisions. He a boss just like Jay was a boss. He was a part of that. He had to be a part of those decisions.
Right.
So when Dame would know better than me.
Okay, so I did a little research just to fact check and see, did Jay-Z really drop his albums on top of Beanie Sigel's albums to obstruct his sales or his success? Okay, so let's look at it. Jay-Z Volume 3, The Life and Times of S. Carter, that dropped 12/28/1999. Okay, Beanie Sigel's The Truth album dropped 2/29/2000. So that's a couple months apart. Jay-Z, The Dynasty Roc-A-Fella, I always look at that album as a compilation album, so it's not really a Jay-Z album. But after that, 5/26/2001, which is a couple months later, Beanie Sigel The Reason album dropped. So this is not on top. And then, of course, Jay-Z's The Blueprint album, 9/11/2001. And then Beanie Sigel's The Becoming album dropped 3/29/2005. So that's years later. So the longest that there was a drop between a Jay-Z and Beanie Sigel album was 2 months. So, I guess what TK Kirkland is trying to say is just that Beanie was super nice, but I don't believe the story about Jay-Z trying to obstruct his success, because that's his artist. I want you to be successful. I need you to be successful so that we can be successful. You know what I mean? But shout out to Roc-A-Fella. Forget all that. Let's just shout out to Roc-A-Fella, because my teenage years, I wanted a Roc-A-Fella chain so bad. I wanted to get signed to Roc-A-Fella so bad, because they were just the flyest, youngest out, illest rappers doing it at the time. And especially like in the 2000s, like New York was on fire, bro. Like to be from New York in the 2000s in the hip hop scene probably was amazing, because everybody was getting record deals. You could literally walk to the record labels and drop your demo off if you wanted to. And yes, now I sound old because I said demo. And you tell a young kid to make a demo tape nowadays, they're like, what's that? Like, yeah, I'm from that era. But yeah, man, it's thankyouriez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.